Just before we get in the video, we wanted to let you all know that this video is proudly sponsored by ExpressVPN. If you do anything on the internet, you should be using ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN allows you to browse anonymously and keeps your online actions completely untraceable. This of course means you can access sites that aren't currently available in your country. We use ExpressVPN to watch Hulu here in Canada where it is not currently available. Get 3 months for free using the link in the description. expressvpn.com/Wyatt Stav.
Do it. Give it to me. You do it.
I gotta do it?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
There, go.
Hey guys, welcome back for a new video. Today we're doing something really different than usual actually. As you all know, as many of you noticed, Wyatt and I moved into a new house on May 1st. So we thought now that like 2 months later everything's all set up, we have all the stuff that we ordered online that took ages to arrive, we're gonna do a little tour around the house. Right now we're on our front porch. So why don't we start with my plants?
Sure, let's do it.
Over here is my baby tomatoes. As you can see, we've got some big ones right here that are starting to grow in, and then little babies over here. Our next door neighbor is a sweetheart, and she gave me this tomato plant. She also gave me this basil. So we have basil leaves, and then we have this guy, which is a meadow sage. Meadow sage. Turns out it basically blooms into these little purple flowers like once a year and then they go away forever. So I'm not actually sure if we're gonna keep it in this pot. We might just plant it in the garden and then put something more like decorative for the inside in that pot. But anyways, those are my plants. Shut off my bike.
Yeah, bro.
It matches my shirt today.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, come on in.
Cool, so what's this?
Okay, obviously this is like our front hall, front entranceway. We have an upstairs. And then this leads to the rest of the house, of course. So, shoes, accessories, shelf that Wyatt and I hung ourselves. Not the best, not the most stable shelf, but it does the trick. Come on in this way. Got the door?
Yeah.
I'll shut this one too. Cool. Back here, also a coat rack that we hung ourselves because we are handy people. And then Wyatt's skateboard. You show off your little skateboard.
Yeah, dude. Got it.
Awesome, okay. Let's go upstairs first because upstairs is my little area, essentially. I hung these little twinkle lights on the banister. You'll see throughout the house, I love twinkle lights. We have them basically everywhere. So up here is what we are calling my sewing loft, essentially. You guys all know I have a clothing brand, and this is where the headquarters of it essentially is right now.
Links in the description if you want to check out a brand.
We'll start here. Chair that we brought from our old house. Not exciting. My makeup desk. This is where I sit to get ready. I've got all my makeup in here, jewelry. I have this little sort of like utility shelf with all of my fashion books from when I was in school. So these are all like my old-fashioned textbooks. These are all my old-fashioned notes. I literally have like 7 notebooks here full of information that's like too valuable to throw away. Awesome, and then over here I just have little towers with like different supplies in them, elastics, etc. My toolbox, which is where I keep all of my like super necessary sewing stuff. And then 3 sewing machines right here. I basically just take the one that I'm using and I move it over here and then I sit and I sew. Or if I'm not sewing, I sit at this spot of the table and like draft patterns or do whatever else it is I'm working on. Obviously these are Wyatt's cases. We tried with 4 people to get this thing into our basement. Turns out because this house is 100 years old, it literally physically would not fit in the basement. So we have my Judy, dress form, mannequin, whatever you want to call her, ironing board, and then this rolling rack that actually ended up being for my clothes. I intended it to be for all these patterns. Essentially, I was just gonna fill the rolling rack with patterns, like all these guys here, but then one of the closets that we had in the house was basically deemed completely unusable because of the whole soundproofing situation. So I took all of my stuff out of my closet and put it on this rolling rack.
That's your closet there?
This is basically my closet now. Like I have stuff downstairs in the dresser, but this is my like nice stuff that I hung up here. So basically I can like work on all my business stuff and then also like get ready in this loft space.
Get ready for what?
Get ready like for videos, for when we're filming videos. I come up here, do my makeup, I have like all my jewelry, so I put on all my jewelry, and then yeah. This is probably the coolest room of the house. We wanted to make this our bedroom, but the fact of the matter is that I'm only 5 feet tall and I smack my head off the ceiling all the time. So us being up here every single night, sleeping, getting up late at night, bonking our heads off the wall, not a good situation.
Especially for me, I'm too tall.
So you're way too tall. You can basically only stand in the center.
Yeah.
And then there's like the whole fact of like we can't put dressers or anything against these walls because they are the way that they are. So it just worked out that this was gonna be like my space. Should we go see the rest of the house?
Sure.
Okay. So beyond the front hall, when you first enter our house, is what was obviously intended to be the living room. Because of the whole drums and having to soundproof a room for the drums, we ended up using what was supposed to be our bedroom for that instead, and then made the living room into our bedroom. So the first thing you see when you walk into our house is our bed. We have more twinkle lights, of course, tapestries. I absolutely cannot stand bare walls or like not having decorations in the space. It drives me insane. And then we have, of course, Wyatt's Mickey Mouse.
I love my Mickey.
He loves his Mickey. And then all of my ears, the past 3 years, we ended up going to Disney every year. We went to Florida 2 times, and then we went to California last summer. And of course, every time I had to get a pair of mini ears.
And then what's over here?
What's over here?
Call
What's over here is just
Call of Duty. That's lame.
very lame. What's over here is our TV, our dresser, another dresser there, and then that's pretty much it. This carpet is super dope. We got for actually very inexpensive at Walmart, so go to Walmart. It goes really well. It really ties the room together.
Yeah, man, it really tied the room together.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
All right, you want to take the camera and
Yeah, you want
I'll
to
show off the next room?
Sure.
Hey guys, all right, so my turn. Essentially, this is our office space. So this is the main backdrop for when you see videos where we're at my desk. We have here, this is Lindsay's setup. She's got her degree on the wall above. She's got whatever. This is what she uses for editing. She's on a laptop rig actually. It's a MSI laptop. I don't know, she does all her editing off that. And then she's got this like desktop rig to use it in desktop mode, or she can obviously just unplug everything and then be mobile with the laptop, which I think she uses it honestly more in laptop mode than actually at the desk. But then mine's right here. This is the rig in which we film at. These lights up here, they're very, very bright when we get them on. There's 4 bulbs in each, and I don't know, that's just what lights us when we're sitting at the desk.
turn them on.
Oh yeah, you want to see them on?
Yeah, turn them on. Every
I can't
time
really get back to them right now.
people come over and we turn the lights on, it's like, God, I need sunglasses.
They're only at 50% brightness right now. I have them a lot of them shut off. That's half, right?
Yeah, that's half.
That's 2 bulbs in each.
Yeah, that's half brightness.
Yeah. That's my desk. Here's my PC build. Both of our headphones. I don't know. That's pretty much it for that. And then over here we have a bookshelf. Pretty cool. A vacuum. And then this is our kitchen in here. I don't spend a whole lot of time in here. I'm not a good cook. If I could cook, I would spend more time in here. Lindsay's an incredible cook though.
Thank you.
I help her best I can, but usually in the evenings I'm editing and she's fixing up something for us to eat, so it's usually how the laters and the days go. But yeah, this is the kitchen. I don't know, what's there to even show? There's a fridge. If you're looking at a fridge.
Fridge.
A microwave.
Toaster oven.
That's a toaster oven.
Our plates are on a nice exposed shelf.
Incredibly interesting stuff. We do have a toaster oven.
Should we show the bathroom? Do people want to see the bathroom?
I don't know, you can, yeah, sure.
Just go turn the light on, it'll be like 2 secs.
Here. This right here is our bathroom. I don't know, it's just a bathroom. You get the idea.
Yeah.
The shower is actually insanely tall, which I really love. It's the tallest shower we've ever had.
Oh yeah, we should show. This is supposed to be where your head goes so you can see out of the shower.
Yeah, and my head fits there perfectly, but
I just have black when I'm in there. I can't
not
see
so
out at
much.
all. Yeah, not so much. Literally clears my head. Alright, cool. And then this is just the doorway to our creepy murder basement.
Yeah, we won't go down there.
Like we said, this house we found out is over 100 years old. So the basement, you can tell, is super old. It actually had a cistern in it, which is what people used to use to collect and like pool water in their basement to use for like crops and gardens and like sometimes for in their house too. And then it's been like, because it was like walls essentially, they like smashed them out and then, I don't know. It's really like gross and old and creepy down there. There's really like awful bugs. Wyatt can't stand up straight down there because the ceiling's really low. So we only go in there to do laundry pretty much and that's it.
Pretty much. So right over here is the back door, which leads to our backyard, which you can see through this window. I mean, I guess we can go out there too. That's our backyard. We just have a pretty basic deck, and then there's a barbecue right there, and then that's pretty much the yard.
I mean, we can go out there, but you basically just saw the whole thing. All right, you, so studio time.
Studio time, let's go!
Take us to the studio.
I suppose we can switch here and you can give a little tour of the studio.
Well, take me in first.
Take you in? Okay. First of all, when you open the door, it's a little bit hard.
We have soundproofing around it, so
Yeah.
like.
Come on in.
There we go, thank you. Cool. So here we are, my studio setup.
What would have been our bedroom?
This was supposed to be our bedroom, yeah. Makes a hell of a lot more sense as a bedroom, but I love it as my studio.
Yeah. I mean, I love it too because then it helps with the sound. Where do you want to start?
Hang on a second, I'm gonna go So, I mean, there's not a whole lot to really take you guys through in here just because, like, you know, you see my videos, you see the space in a lot of my videos. This is my electric kit. I use this for two things. One is I actually do a lot of like my early learning on songs on this kit because it is just like, it's more controlled, you know. I don't have to deal with like the messiness of how loud a full kit is. So it's a little bit easier on my hearing, and I can just have a much quieter, more controlled mix of the song, whatever MIDI I've put over the song to like help myself figure out what's going on with the drums. And then this kit itself, I blend into it. The other thing I really like about this kit too is I teach lessons. I do all my students online through this kit with this Mac setup, this iMac setup right here. So I have the webcam turned on and then I just sit here at the kit and I teach my lessons. The other cool thing too is I actually do on my Discord server for all my patrons. I stream every day for about 2-3 hours every day at this kit while I'm doing my practice sessions. Yeah, I have a group of guys that watch me at this kit, learning the songs that I'm working on for covers, and then just going through like rudiments and stuff. And then another thing I do too is I actually do workshops once a month with my patrons again, all at this kit. So I have a lot going on in this space. I actually am in this side of the space, sort of between the desk and the TD25 here, majority of the time. Like I don't spend a whole lot of time at the acoustic kit in comparison. So in this corner here, I've got the old Crush kit, just retired, chilling. These dummy cabs line the wall here, and in the back of these dummy cabs, I've got lots of shelves. So I've just got all kinds of hardware hanging out here. So yeah, I don't know, there's a cymbal stack there. I've got a bunch of beaters here, more hardware down there. I have my wireless packs here. There's 3 of them, 2 for in-ears, 1 for lav mic. Then there's an old Sony camcorder that I use for my foot cam sometimes. This shelf's more hardware. I've got some microphones, 2 of the books that I most commonly teach out of, Syncopation and Realistic Rock, in case you're interested. Then we've got this middle shelf, just more hardware. A lot of you probably recognize that little pad contraption in the bottle from my first episode of Hands. So if you haven't seen that, there's a link in the description, you can check it out. More pads down here, or more hardware rather. And yeah, we've got my cymbals that are not currently in use across the top. There's actually a SR25 hanging out there that I need to put away. Come this way more, and just more shelving. I got a bunch of sticks down here. There's a DI box in the corner there. These are old Speed Cobras before I got the 910s. These are the ones that came out back in like 2014 or 2012 or something. I've got stacks of microphones. This is the backrest from my Pearl Throne, and then I've got some hearing protection that Lindsay wears when she's...
my muffs. For when I'm filming Wyatt's covers. Or any other drum related things.
Yeah, cool. And then on this shelf, I don't know, we got a bunch of foam that we have yet to install. This is my XLR stack. This is my slave pedal off of my trick. We got some more cables down here. This is a 1/4 inch stack, and then there's actually 2 here, so both these stacks, that's 1/4 inch, that's 1/4 inch as well. Got some backup keyboards. I got some level pads, more microphones. My old snare drum's right here. I keep this on this shelf just because I actually use it to practice on this kit, because I don't like using that snare drum. That snare drum is a DW Collector's, so it was definitely a larger chunk of change. So I try not to play it unless I'm actually recording. So my default for practice to go to is this old Crush snare that I'm sure a lot of you are pretty familiar with. What's up, Lindsay?
No, I'm just trying to stay with this.
Oh, actually, the last thing we can show off, you wanna?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the closet stitch.
So because we're standing currently in what's supposed to be the bedroom, My closet's actually right there.
We actually took the whole door off and put it in the murder basement.
Yeah.
And then just covered it with this moving blanket.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing too is behind this wall, right behind this Byzance symbol here, right in here, there's actually a window. And then there's another really large window over behind that lamp right there. And then behind this drum kit, there's another closet. There's actually 2 closets in here. There's one just underneath this. Okay, I can't get to it right now, but there's another closet in there. This bedroom had 2 closets, which was pretty cool. It also has 2 doors.
Yeah, this bedroom actually was 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, so there's actually a door right behind the Mac. And you can see the back of that door in the office space. We have it covered up with the couch and the, what else?
The tapestry.
The tapestry.
Hanging over, but you can see the top crown molding of the door. If you look really carefully in our videos, above the tapestry, you can see the crown molding for the top of the door just sticking out there.
Yeah.
It's not super obvious, like you'd have to like look for it, but
it's very sealed too.
it's very, we like literally caulked it shut.
Yeah.
For sound purposes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Cool, so I think that's pretty much been it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Should we go back out to the front porch
Yeah, I guess so.
and say goodbye?
Saying goodbye.
Say goodbye to our guests.
Cool. Can you help me get out?
Yeah. Boom.
Thank you.
Alright guys, that's been it for our little house tour. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing, I guess, like a little slice into our lives and where we live. I think this house is really awesome. We've only been here for a couple months, but I feel like it really just looks like us and it just really represents us and how we would want our space to look. So yeah, I hope you found that interesting. If you want to connect with us further, you can do so at our socials. They're on the screen for you and in the description below. If you'd like to support this channel, there's a merch link and a Patreon link in that description as well. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all very soon with something new.
Alright, cool.